I call this regular meeting of the North Adams City Council to order for June 27th, 2023. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Barbo. Wagner.
Here.
Bona.
Here.
Harpen.
Here.
Obasahan. Alaskowitz.
Here.
Sapienza.
Here.
Shade.
Here.
Wilkinson.
Here.
7 present. We have a quorum. Please rise for a moment of silent remembrance and remember Robert Values, who worked in the North Adams Public Schools. And the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Motion to approve the minutes would be in order.
Motion to approve. Second.
Councilor Luskowitz, Councilor Wilkinson. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Hearing of visitors. This is an opportunity for the public to speak to the council for 2 minutes regarding items listed on the agenda. If you would like to, please go to the mic, give your name and address for the record, and you have 2 minutes. Anyone? Then we'll move on to the agenda. Without objection, I would like to move Council Paper 12,281, Mayor's Communication Number 67, requesting time to publicly swear in Police K-9 Rocky and allow Interim Chief Bailey and K-9 Officer Cogswell to provide a brief presentation on how Rocky will be utilized. Everyone okay with that? Mayor?
Good evening. I'll ask Lieutenant Beverly to get our K-9 unit, please. And I'll ask the chief and the lieutenant to take center floor.
Beautiful day.
At this time, I'll ask the city clerk to swear in K-9 unit Rocky into service. And then Chief Bailey and Michael Cogswell will give a brief presentation about the use of Rocky.
Well, Rocky, you do solemnly swear that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and that you will support the Constitution and the Constitution of the United States of America, and that you will obey the lawful orders of all your superiors, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent on you as a K-9 member of the North Adams Police Department. So help you God.
Woof.
So at this time, we'll have Chief Bailey say a few words, followed by a brief demonstration from Officer Cogswell.
All right, so as you know, this is Rocky, our new K-9 officer. Rocky was fully funded by the Stanton Foundation. And when I say fully funded, I mean everything. Everything that was purchased by the Stanton Foundation. Nothing for the taxpayers. I mean, to include when they graduated from their police academy, we were given an extra check for $16,000 to cover the costs of the overtime that we accrued when we had to send Officer Cogswell and Rocky away to train. So it didn't cost the taxpayers anything. It's a great foundation. We had sheds and stuff. We're the ones that were able to build his kennel. So it was fully funded, no cost to the police or to the taxpayers, and we're very proud of him. Officer Cogswell can talk more about exactly what he is trained to do. Again, I just want to let everybody know it's not a petting dog, so we're asking the public not to just run up to him and start petting or anything like that.
And the
mayor. And the mayor, yeah. But it's been a good 5 years since we've had a K-9. We're very happy to have them back. Anything you got to add, go right ahead.
Right. So Rocky's year and a half, German Shepherd, came from Hungary. We were fortunate enough to get him from the Shallow Creek Kennels down in Pennsylvania. It's kind of a premier place to get a working dog from. And like Chief Bailey said, he was funded through the Stanton Foundation. They offer grants through New England states, and the countless municipalities in Massachusetts have taken advantage of their program. They've really provided a tremendous amount of dogs for police agencies. So we're incredibly grateful for their generosity for that. So once we got him in March, we started a 12-week patrol school that was run through the Berkshire County Sheriff's Office and led by retired Captain Dwayne Foisey. He's a master trainer through the North American Police Work Dog Association. That's what Rocky's certified through. We'll have to do that every year. So through this 12-week program, we trained and certified tracking, suspect apprehension, area searches, building searches, and article searches. So he can find evidence on the ground. What he's looking for really in that is human odor. I mean, we can't see it, but everybody has human scent, pouring off of them right now. He can smell it. In the future, he'll be going back to probably another 4 weeks or so of training for narcotics detection. At that point, will become a dual-purpose dog. That is pretty much the story of Rocky. We're very fortunate to get him in particular. He was actually the dog that I wanted when we went down to pick them, and fortunate that it worked out that way. I had no say in picking which dog I got. He's been a great dog for me to work with. And he's been tremendous in his training, honestly. So, yeah, I'm very excited to have him as my partner and another member of the North Adams Police Department.
Thank you, Officer Cogswell. Does any of the council have any questions?
Counselor Wilkinson?
Does he go home with you at night, or does he stay at the police station?
He goes home with me every night. Yep, he lives in my house.
He has a penthouse suite with air conditioning.
It's like a palace, honestly.
Typically, what is a service length of a K-9 for a department?
It could be up to 10 years or so. The Adams Police Department recently retired their canine, Kumar, who is 10 or 11 years old now at this point. He's another tremendous dog. He, I believe, also came from Shallow Creek Kennel, so he's part of that line.
Thank you.
How's that?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, counselors, for allowing
What I would
us.
like to say is that Mike said that this was Rocky's history. This is only the beginning of Rocky's history. He's got a long service life here with us, with this department, with our community, and he's going to do great things. We're sure of that.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Doesn't like clapping.
It's excited.
Thank you, everyone.
Do we want to take a minute so everybody can get out?
Or stay.
Or stay, you're welcome to stay, but
No takers.
Thank you all so much for your time.
Thank you.
thank you.
I did notice the distance the city clerk had from swearing in.
I was told to.
Okay.
I thought it would be a nice way to end the fiscal year.
Thank you.
Let's moving on. Council, I'm just gonna flip through them. Council Paper 12,248, an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Section 2-1, entitled Council Meetings regarding meeting time, meeting cancellations, and filing with the city clerk. Voted to pass to a second reading and publish as required by law at the June 13th, 2023 meeting. It was published. You have the actual copy of it in the paper that was posted in the paper. Any more, a
Move
motion?
to accept as presented.
approve, adopt, actually.
As adopted. Second.
Any discussion? This is a roll call vote.
Blackmer,
Yes.
Bono,
Yes.
Harpin,
Yes.
Alaskowitz.
Yes.
Sapienza,
Yes.
Shade,
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
7 yeas, motion carries, and I will remind everybody that the next meeting will start at 7 o'clock on July 11th.
Hallelujah.
So that's how we'll kick off our new year. And also, when we send out the agenda, we could make sure we do a reminder, and some of us will forget, I'm sure. So that's approved. Council Paper 12,270-1, an ordinance to amend Chapter 2, Section 2-27 of the revised ordinances, Schedule A, Classification and Compensation Plan, voted to pass to a second reading and published by Municipal Bulletin. It was posted on 6/15/2023. A motion to adopt would be in order.
Motion to adopt?
Was there a second?
Second.
Counselor Sapienza, Counselor Leskowitz, discussion? This is a roll call vote.
Blackmer,
Yes.
Bono,
Yes.
Harpin,
Yes.
Alaskowitz.
Yes.
Sapienza,
Yes.
Shade,
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
7 yeas, motion carries. Council Paper 12,271-1, an order appropriating the sum of $47,410,070 to be raised by taxation for the fiscal 2024 year, voted to pass to a second reading and published by Municipal Bulletin at the June 13th, 2023 meeting. It was posted on 6/15. Motion to adopt would be in order.
Motion to adopt as presented and published.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call vote. I'm last, by the way.
Blackmer,
Yes.
Bono,
Yes.
Harpin,
Yes.
Alaskowitz.
Yes.
Sapienza,
Yes.
Shade,
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
7 yeas.
7 yeas, motion carries. Council Paper 12,282, a communication from Councilor Wilkinson requesting time to allow Robert Cardamino to speak with regards to pole locations in Chapter 21, Article 3, entitled Pipes, Poles, Wires, and Conduits in, Over, and Under Public Ways. Without objection, I'll file the communication. Councilor Wilkinson, did you want to add anything?
I don't. A citizen asked if they could get time for the council to hear a concern they had, and I said I'd be more than happy to present it.
Mr. Cardamino, do you want to present your...
Robert Cardamino, 173 Cedar Street. I want to read ordinance, Article 3, pipes, poles, wires, conduits in, over, and under public ways. Section 2135, power and authority of the Commissioner of Public Works generally. The Commissioner of Public Works shall have supervision of all pipes and wires under the streets and public places, and all conduits and other structures holding, supporting, and containing such wires. Section 2136, permit to construct and maintain, application for issuance. Permits to construct and maintain under, upon, or over public ways or places, pipes, ducts, conduits, distribution poles, wires, structures, and other appliances and apparatus for the purpose of transmitting intelligency by electric or otherwise for the purpose of transmitting electricity or gas for light, heat, power, may be issued by the city council upon application filed with the city clerk. Section 2137, same plans accompany applications. Every petition presented to the city council shall, for a permit under the provisions of section 2136, shall be accompanied by a plan showing exact proposed location of each such facility and its relation to the existing location of other utilities in the immediate area which may be affected by such proposed facility. A copy of such plan shall also be submitted to the Commissioner of Public Services at the time of application. Section 2137, fees. Fees for the order of joint or identical pole locations. Inspection shall be $50 and reinspection shall be $25. Section 3138, same accepted conditions by permitting when permitted is void. Whenever a permit required by the chapter in this grant, the person of corporations for which such permit is granted shall within 60 days of the date of such permit file in the office of the city clerk a written acceptance without reservations for the location of such poles, wires, conduits, poles, ducts, conduits, manholes, or other fixtures, and all of the other lawful conditions, terms, and provisions contained in this permit. And the ordinance of the city, an agreement to carry out, observe, and perform, and be subject to the same, and in default, such written acceptance and agreements, the permit and grant of local location shall be void. Such permit and grants shall likewise be void and deemed revoked unless within 6 months after filling such an acceptance, an agreement, all pipes, ducts, conduits, manholes, and other fixtures covered here shall be constructed complete upon put in operation. Section 2139, a bond. No permit under this article shall be valid until the person or corporation to which such permit is granted shall have executed and file annually with the city clerk a bond satisfactory in form to the city solicitor in a penal sum of $100,000 for each injury and $300,000 in the aggregate, and identify the same harmless the city against all losses, costs, damages, expenses whatsoever to which the city may be subject in consequences of the acts of or negligence of such person and corporation and his or her officers, agents, employees, and in any manner arising from going out of this use of the transmission of electricity and gas, the transmission intelligence by electricity, and exercise of privileges permitting by the city the construction and maintenance, operation, and use of pipes, lines, wires, distribution poles, cables, conduits, construction, fixtures, apparatus, pursuant hereto. The bond shall also be conditioned upon the fulfillment of all agreements within the city and the compliance with all lawful orders, conditions, obligations imposed by the city council and the Commissioner of Public Services, performance of all duties required by law and ordinance by the city. This bond, I investigated, I went to several different offices, and so far, there is no bond been issued yearly and filed with the public, with the city clerk. You know, that was a very important thing, and you dropped the ball on this one. This council, you should have read this, because this not only protects the city, it protects the homeowners also. You know, and I was very disappointed. I could not chain that down. I don't know where it goes, Mayor, but it should be there. Section 2140, plan showing location of underground facilities. Whenever the Commissioner of Public Works so shall request, every person or corporation owning pipes, ducts, conduits, manholes, or electric or other wires under any public way or place shall within a reasonable time thereof furnish a plan showing the particular location and uses of all or any parts of such facilities with such specifications and as may be required by the Commissioner. In Section 2141, an order location. After giving the person or corporation to who the permit for the erection thereof has been granted the opportunity to be heard, the City Council may order that the location of the public way of any pipe, conduit, manhole, fixture, wire, or distribution pole should be changed, and may grant a substitute location whenever the location of any pipe, conduit, or manhole, fixture, wire, or distribution pole is so ordered to be changed. Such a change shall be made in conformity with the order by and at the expense of the owner within 60 days after notice. If not such a change, the Commissioner of Public Works may cause such a change to be made, and the expense there shall be repaid to the city by the owner. You know, I don't see where any paper with the locations of poles or anything has ever appeared at the City Council, or whether you've ever seen one. Compliance with rules and regulations of the Commissioner of Public Works. Access to facilities and manners of performing work. Every person or corporation operating or leasing pipes, wires, ducts, conduits, manholes, electrical structures, or appliance under the surface of any street shall comply with all reasonable rules required by the Commissioner of Public Works, and shall at all reasonable times given to the supervisor of wires, access to such wires, ducts, conduits, manholes, structures, appliances, and apparatus. All work of installation, changing, and repairs shall be done through a manner and to the satisfaction of the Commissioner of Public Works. I'm going to skip section 2143, which grants the police to use the wires, which we don't have anymore. Section 44, permit required to excavate, etc., streets, etc., surface restoration work. The surface of any street, way, bridge shall not be disturbed for the purpose of laying, repairing, changing, or removing pipes, lines, wires, conduits, or manholes, or the erecting, alternating, or distributing poles of other fixtures used to carry electric lines, wires, without a permit written from the Commissioner of Public Works, indicating the time, the manner, and the place of opening such street, and the time within such work shall be completed. This provision shall not, however, be construed to require any permit for opening of manholes for the purpose of drawing in or removing or repairing wires or cable. Whenever a manhole is opened, the person or corporation whose authority is the same place a suitable metal guard rail around the opening with a signal at least 1 square foot displayed from therefrom. Whenever an opening is made in any public way or bridge for any purpose foresaid, such part of the public way or bridge shall be promptly restored by the person of corporation owning, operating the pipes, wires, ducts, conduits, manholes, making such repairs to a condition satisfactory to the Commissioner of Public Works. The portion of the street, way, or bridge so open shall be kept and maintained in such condition by such persons or corporations for 1 year after, and if immediately is so restored, and therefore kept and maintained, the Commissioner of Public Works may, after 48 hours, cause the same to be done at the expense of such person and corporations. And this it applies to the gas company also. And if you're not happy with the way the street is thing, you can get the commissioner to do something about it, Mayor. In laying, repairing, or removing pipes or conduits, no person, corporation, shall disturb or in any way interfere with pipes, wires, conduits, manholes, appliances owned by any other person or corporation. Section 2146, repair and replacement of unsafe facilities, removed, abandoned facilities generally. Whenever pipes, wires, conduits, or other structures are regulated by this article in the judgment of the Commissioner of Public Works, unsuitable or unsafe, the person or corporation owning or operating the same shall immediately, upon his demand, repair or replace to his satisfaction. If not immediately repaired or replaced, the Commissioner of Public Works may cause such repair or substitutions to be made at the expense thereof to be paid to the city by the owner. He may cause abandoned pipes and conduits and other structures to be removed. Section 2134, certain wires and poles upon completion of a conduit in any public way or place which is designed to support existing overhead structures, the person or corporations owning, leasing, or operating the same shall forthwith remove from the surface of the public way or place of all wires, cables, conduits, and all poles and structures used in such way to place such wires, cables, conduits, except when in the judgment of the Commissioner of Public Works, it is unacceptable to remove such wires and cables and conduit structures. This section shall not apply to posts for the support of lamps exclusively, or to poles used exclusively for the distribution of underground wires, cables, or conduits. And that's the whole gist of this story. And we can get these double poles, according to this, removed, Mayor. And, you know, get our city looking halfway decent. I mean, right at the bottom of Pleasant Street, there's one pole, and they cut part of it off, and they left it on the sidewalk. And up in my neighborhood, they made a mess out of the poles and the conduits and the supports on my lawn, 10 feet in, with no permission to do that. And I thought we had an agreement, but evidently they're not doing a thing, and I don't know what to do about it. And thank you for listening, but now that you know the ordinance is here, you can put their feet to the fire. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cardamino. Open forum. This is an opportunity for the public to speak to the council for 2 minutes on issues of municipal significance. Anyone? Open forum. Did you have anything else to say tonight?
Yes, I would like
Okay.
one more time.
Okay, this time you only have 2 minutes, though.
Robert Cardamino, 173 Quincy Street. A few years ago, they removed all the fireboxes in this city. They gave many of them fireboxes to the artists along Eagle Street, and they painted them and they put them in that square little pavilion they have on Eagle Street. And down Center Street along the parking lot. And there was at least a dozen or so. Right now, there's 4. Where did they go? When they were giving them out, I asked the electrician if I could have one. He said, no, they're just for the artists. So evidently the artists got them, painted them, left them for a little while, and they disappeared. I'd like to know where they went. And Mr. Sapienza, you being on the Arts Commission, you ought to look into that and find out where they went. And also what happened with the 4th graders when they put the workers, the child workers, on the posts and Marshall Street, and Mocha went and painted over them. And you said, Mr. Sapienza, that they were going to do something better and bigger for them, and Mocha has never done a damn thing. Thank you.
Anyone else? Mayor?
For tonight, thank you. I'll yield for tonight, thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Counselors' concerns? Counselor Sapienza?
Yes. Gentleman by the name of Bob Davis called me today, and he wanted to let the folks know that there's going to be a benefit concert at the Adams Theater on July 1st and July 2nd. The concert starts at 7 p.m., doors open at 6:30. The concert is to benefit the Ukrainian, or the Ukraine effort in helping them defend their country. If you go to the Adams Theater website, you can get up to 6 free tickets. Donations are also accepted, and basically, Mr. Davis wanted to make sure that the counselors got a chance and opportunity to see the new Adams Theater renovated, and hopefully spark some ideas with renovating and possibly developing our own Mohawk Theater. And that's all I have.
Counselor Harpen?
Yeah, through the chair to the mayor, with the holiday week coming up ahead, I know we normally have fireworks after the Steeple Cats game, and I was hoping you could give us an update on that.
Sure. Fireworks are set to go off on Tuesday evening at 9:30.
Okay, is there any traffic pattern? I know last year they had people
Yeah,
driving in one way and exiting.
Pretty close to the same as last year. Send most of the traffic back and around near your house for people who are parked on the Joe Wolf side of the city, and everyone else funneling through the downtown.
Okay. I guess when they get there, it depends on where they're parking. They'll
Correct.
be able to exit either north or south.
Yep.
Right, okay.
We'll have officers at every intersection and outside the strip of Joe Wolf Field where the fireworks are, like we do every year.
Great, thank you.
I just want to remind everybody, the Steeple Cats are obviously back in town. The season's moving along quickly. Please get down there if you can. It's great family entertainment. We've got concerts at the lake on Wednesday nights. We've got coffee in the parklet on Friday mornings. There's the bike arounds and things still going on, even if we don't have the Mayor's Fitness Challenge, right?
The collective still goes on Mondays.
Yeah, so, if you're looking for something to do, there seems to be lots to do. There's First Fridays, we've got the beach party, downtown celebration will be coming up in August. Is that when it is, Mayor?
Yes.
So I know that the Facebook page of the tourism office tries to keep stuff updated. And then there's all the other organizations that are always doing their events. So if you're looking for something to do, there's plenty to do. Counselor Sapienza?
Yeah, just a quick update on the downtown bike around. Typically Monday nights at 5:30 PM leaves from the Armory on Ashland Street, weather permitting, of course. And from what I understand, during the month of July, they'll be moving that to the Wednesday nights at 5:30, just to let everybody know. So if you want to participate, that's when it will be held. Thank you.
The other thing is, obviously, we've had some pretty hot weather, humid weather. Keep in mind, if it's too hot for you to step on the ground, it's too hot for your pets. Check on your neighbors, make sure they're got a safe, cool place to be. And it's the opposite of the winter, but just make sure we're considerate of our neighbors and the elderly in our areas. Anything else? A motion to adjourn would be in order.
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
Counselor Sapienza and Counselor Leskowitz. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.